Hello, everybody. Welcome to another great day of SSL Soccer. My name is Zenlos. I'm coming at you solo today as we have some great Division 1 action for you. Match day 7. We are officially at the halfway point of the season as teams will be finishing up their first round robin of the year. We're apparently going to get right into it. Our first game today, Tokyo versus Sao Paulo. Tokyo currently sitting at the top of the table with 13 points, plus 12 goal differential. Sao Paulo sitting in 4th place with 10 points and a plus 1 goal differential. So we'll see which of these two teams can make an impact to start the day, as we see Tokyo coming out in a 5-2-3, 5-3-2. Val? Sao Paulo coming out in a 5-2-3, 4-2-3, 4-1. Yes. All right. So here we go. We're getting ready to start off the game here. We are underway. We join in the 13th minute as Rupp passes over to Soderberg. Soderberg going to hit into Visser. Visser fires. It's saved by Rage. It's going to roll out. That's going to be a corner kick to be taken by Nessie. Lydia Nessie, one of the 3 co-leaders in the league for fouls against, having 9 fouls committed against them. Here's Nico Rashford, one of our leaders in yellow cards with 3. Asagi intercepted by Funyuns, brought over to Mayhem. Mayhem, our other leader in yellow cards, also with 3. Tried to clear out, but it's taken by Rashford, who's going to try to keep it in the attacking third. No, they're going to back up and reposition it just a little bit. Here's Sky Rise over the Visser. Visser gets the clean shot. Rage turns it aside. Here is Nessie to take the corner. It's going to be headed away by Coffee Biscuit, but recovered by Tokyo as here's Touchette. Ooh. Pocket pick there. They're going to go back to Rage. Over to Lexington and Anshaw. Anshaw going to try to get it out of their side of the field. Does successfully. Having a little bit of trouble outpacing Touchette, but creates a little bit of room. Goes way back to an open England who just lets it rip from 35 yards out, but nothing doing. We saw Skyrise on the field, currently tied for the lead in the Golden Boot race with 5, tied with Dogwood Maple and also Shinji Kaido, who I believe is riding the bench for Tokyo today. Rube way out of goal. Here's Anshaw going back to Lexington. Over to Funyuns, the official snack of the SSL. Hashtag not sponsored. We get over to Isagi. Soderberg, Visser. Trying to get around Bremovic. Nothing doing. Goes back to Soderberg. Over to Isagi again to Touchette. Touchette goes forward to Visser. Visser gets another clean shot and scores! Yannick Visser on the board for Tokyo. 1-0. You knew if Visser was going to keep getting those clean open shots, eventually there was going to be one that Rage is not able to catch up to. And that is it. Visser sneaks past the defense again. Rage dives, but at that point it's already too late. You're going to have the tight offside here. Ooh, those lines are close. But Visser slam dunks it home. It's now 24th minute. Tokyo holding the 1-0 lead as they intercept the ball. Then we go over to Versetti. Versetti over to Visser. To Soderberg, looking for Skyrise. No, blocked by Mayhem. Asagi gets in the middle, fires, and into the crowd. Now here's Visser on the throw-in to Rashford. We go back for Visser. Yannick Visser goes back in the box, fires again! But saved by Rage this time. Visser is just taking shot after shot after shot. Relentless. So Rage going to clear it out over, but it's going to be intercepted by Touchette. Given back over to Caleb Hayden. Caleb Hayden headed, but saved by Rage. Caleb Hayden, one of the players tied for second in the league in offsides with 10. We go to Nessie over to Hayden. Hayden goes back to Touchette, but it's going to be blocked by Lexington. And Skyrise is offside. Is that a 4-3-3 maybe? That might actually be a 4-3-3. Is a 5-2-3 a thing? Val? Anshaw taking it over to Coffee Biscuit, over to Newman. Newman gets the cleared shot, it's off the post! And that's a goal kick for Tokyo. A heartbreaking chance for Newman as it bounces off the post and out of bounds. Rage gets it over to Anshaw. Anshaw back into the attacking half of the field. Over to Coffee Biscuit. Back to Anshaw. They're trying to get through the wall of salmon in front of them. And they do. Newman gets a little bit of breathing room. Headed by Biscuit, but just wide. "40th minute. Here's Rube taking it out to Versetti. Versetti looking for Visser, finds him. Abramovic can't quite get there to make the interception in time. Now playing out of the back. They get over to Nessie. Nessie goes over to Touchette. Looked for Soderberg, found Thessenwitz, but Tokyo recovers. As they get Asagi over to Rise, over to Rashford. Rashford goes back to Versetti. Over to Rupp. Rupp goes forward, finds Yannick Visser again. Visser fires, it's blocked by Mayhem. That's going to be a corner for Tokyo. From Nessie, looking for Asagi, but no, nothing doing. Over to Versetti. They go way back to Rube. Rube clears it out to Nessie. They go over to Hayden, to Asagi. Asagi fires him all the way out and hits the post. He beat Rage, but it hit the post. And now, Rise is offside again. Here's Asagi to Rashford to Touchette. 44th minute. We do not know how much stoppage time we will have in this first half, but we get over to Hayden, to Visser, Yannick Visser, to the back line again, to Skyrise, goes back to Rashford. Rashford forward to Asagi, to Touchette. Touchette just lets it rip, and that looked like row F. Pay your respects for that shot. Here's Nessie forward to Asagi, sets it up perfectly. So I don't know if Tokyo knows that the goal is not 7 rows deep into the crowd. Because they seem to, it seems like that's where they think it is. Ooh, good shot, but saved. That's going to take us to the half. For Tokyo up 1-0, up 16 shots to 5. 7 on target to 0. Tokyo, while they're just kind of letting shots rip that are going into the crowd, they're taking shots. Sao Paulo not taking as many shots. We'll see if any subs are coming in. See if Shinji Kaido comes in. And we'll be right back. And we're back for the second half. Sao Paulo is kicking us off. I did not see any substitutions coming in. So we're going to play with this same group of players. So we have Thessenwitz. That ball's intercepted, but now Tokyo taking it about midfield, going forward to Asagi. Asagi going forward to Hayden, finds Soderberg. Helena Soderberg can't get a shot off. Goes back to Yannick Visser. Visser goes back to Rashford. Back to Visser again. Over to Soderberg, takes the shot this time. It's blocked by Rage. Parried aside. Stays in bounds. Tokyo on the attack again. As we go to Versetti. Versetti to Soderberg. To Visser. Yannick Visser past the defense again. Challenged by Mayhem. Stops the shot. Rise. Gets the shot off. Then it ping-pongs. Another shot. It's off the post. Nothing doing coming from this opportunity. So here's Thessenwitz. Never mind. Dribbles just a little too hard. Pocket picked. We have Hayden up by the box looking for Sky Rise. Never mind. Sky Rise couldn't get in position to get a good header. But Versetti recovers. Gets it to Visser. Visser over to Rise. There's only about 5 Sao Paulo players in Rise's immediate vicinity. So can't really get a shot off. Here's Touchette over to Yannick Visser, who has no one by him but goes wide. A clear, open shot that he just had to beat the keeper, and he goes wide. '58th minute now. Here's Versetti over to Rashford. As Tokyo is continuing to keep the pressure. Here's Alina Soderberg. Rage dives, and Soderberg scores. It's 2-0 Tokyo. In the 59th minute. We find Soderberg, who makes a great run to get past Thessenwitz. Rage has to dive early because he's off the line. And Soderberg just puts it in. We have a 2-0 lead for Sao Paulo. Funyuns with the pocket picking there. Over to Anshaw to Newman. Newman looking for Ibrahimovic, but overshot. Ends up at the feet of Visser. Here's Soderberg to Rise. Back to Visser. Still 30 minutes to play in this game. Nothing is out of reach. Rise off the header. Rage falls on it. Here's Nessie over the Rashford to Versetti. Over to Visser. Visser takes it past midfield. Over to Versetti, to Rashford, to Rupp. Nessie, Asagi going forward for Caleb Hayden, chips the keeper over the net. Great chip, just a little too high. And now that clock is starting to run. 76th minute now. We go over to Mika Rashford, over to Touchette, going forward for Soderberg. Soderberg has Desivitz to beat, cannot beat them, so they go to Visser. Back over to Rashford. Touchette. Hayden! Caleb Hayden scores! Never mind, it's been disallowed. How close was it? Not even. Time starting to run out in this game. Only 1 minute of stoppage time. As we join in during this last minute. Rashford looking for Skyrise. It's turned around. And we're going to have a corner. Never mind, we're not. That's going to be full time as Tokyo takes a 2-0 victory over Sao Paulo. So that's going to put Tokyo up to 16 points. The plus 14 goal differential. Sao Paulo's goal differential falls to -1. But still 10 points. Still 7 points clear of drop zone. But now we have a game in hand. But you look at these scores. Rage has a good game despite giving up 2 goals. But it was still just rough goings for the rest of Sao Paulo. Outshot 25-5. They had no shots on target. XG of .36. It was just a rough game. And those happen. Like, you know, it happens. But that's going to close the book on this first game. We're going to get over to our second game of the day, which is Inter London versus Hollywood. Inter London's had a bit of a rough start to the year. Currently sitting with only 2 points in 8th place. Hollywood, meanwhile, is picking up right where they always seem to leave off. They were tied for first in points, coming into today with 13. Plus 4 goal differential. They're behind Tokyo on goal differential. So they can tie Tokyo on points again here with a win. However, they are 10 goals behind. So we're going to see what happens here. Should be a good one. And we'll see what happens when we come back. All right, we are back. Here's Inter London in the 4-4-2 narrow diamond. Hollywood lining up in the 4-3-3. Was that the Heretic on the bench? Did I see that correctly? All right. Here we go. Inter London leading us off. As Ruma goes back to Yeboah. Yeboah goes out deep looking for Jerry, but it's going to be headed away by Spec Jero. No, that was not the Heretic on the bench. I don't know why it looked like he was. Oh, and we have an injury for Inter London from Bud Light McGurk. Will be coming out. Pasta the Turtle will be coming in to replace them. We'll see what that does for the Inter London side. Here's Ruma throwing into Jerry. Tries to head it over to Pinkman, but Putneska is right there. Giving over the Ling Kwai, over the Hun Possible. Hun Possible, our current leader in interceptions in the league with 37. Possible takes it back. Looks for Juricic, and that's a missed header by Dives in a lot, and Tiki-Taka converts and scores. And it's 1-0 Hollywood in the 18th minute. Possible goes back for Juricic. Dives in a lot, goes for the header, misses. Taka able to take advantage. Puts it through. And that is 1-0. Here's Gerard on the throw in to Taka. Taka going deep for Ricky Bobby, and that's launched into the crowd. It's a goal kick for Inter London. As here's Yeboah going out deep, looking for Millar. Doesn't find him. As Hollywood now has control again. Over to Spacchiaro, to Costanza, who goes way back to the Heretic. Over to Jarrow again. Possible goes deep for Ricky Bobby. It's turned aside by Yeboah, cleared out by Dives in a lot, who was taking no chances. Throw in by Home Possible over the Liang Kwai. Over to Possible looking for the cross. Yeboah dives. Taka fires, blocked by Yore. Taka recovers, blocked by Yore again. Yore takes it, keeps it in bounds, takes it out of the area, clears it out, but Hollywood recovers. And now we have Taka again going over to Valor, going deep for Liang Kwai, fires, yoinked out of the air by Tony Yeboah, who's going to air it out deep. Jarrow will head it, but here's Costanza on the throw-in. The 32nd minute, Costanza passes over to Putneska to Jarrow. Jarrow to Possible. A lot of open space for Possible. Goes for the cross, and there's even more space for Costanza now. Intercepted. Given to the floor. They're playing a little bit of triangle ball here. Yeboah goes out deep looking for Jerry, but only finds Jarrow, as Jerry was a little bit out of position to receive that pass. Over to Liang Kwai. Liang Kwai finds Ricky Bobby out of bounds. And time's starting to fly by in this first half. Inter London has not recorded a shot yet. 3 minutes of stoppage time. And that will take us to the half. Hollywood FC up 1-0. And we'll address the elephant in the room. Like I said, Inter London not even taking a shot yet. 52% possession. But unable to get anything going. As it's been all Hollywood here at Boris Johnson's Party Dome. Does not look like we have any subs. So we will run out the same 22. Yeboah going to fall on it as we start the second half. Boom it out deep for Clements. Finds Jerry, and Clements is offside. And that's just, you know, you think you're going to get that first chance, and that's how quickly it can evaporate. Hollywood is not going to give you any free chances. Yeboah booms it out. To Floor, trying to head it over to a teammate, but nothing doing here. Gerard takes it up the sideline. Goes for the cross. Bruma wins the header with Liang Kwai. Kwai goes back to Juricic to Possible. Back forward to Kwai in the box. Takes it out of the box. Over to Possible going for the cross to Tiki-Taka. It's saved as it's snatched out of the air by Tony Yeboah. Yeboah goes way out deep, but there's, again, nobody there. And here's Ricky Bobby. Goes back for Tiki-Taka. Yeboah dives. It's blocked. It's blocked again. That's going to be a corner. 49th minute now. for Gerard. And that's going to be Ryan out of bounds by Ricky Bobby. We're going to have a throw-in. So if anyone wants to try to salvage a point here, they're going to have to get on the board. They've had one shot, which is one more than we had at halftime. But they do need to get on the board. But sometimes you only need that one shot. If that one shot goes in. Here's Millar going deep looking for Jerry, but no, Jarrow intercepted. Give it over to Possible. Possible going deep for Ricky Bobby. Finds Tiki Taka open. The floor looks to quickly mark him. Now over to Gerard. Back to Valor. Over to Gerard again. Gerard forward to Taka. Over to Bobby. Ling Kwai. Nothing doing. Now here's Liang Kwai. Over to Valor. And they find Ricky Bobby. Free shot. Yeboah saves it. Yeboah has been electric in goal. And now that second half flying very, very quickly. Dives in a lot. Going deep, looking for Jerry. Jerry loses the header battle. The header battle with Jarrah. We get over to Ricky Bobby. Ricky Bobby, free shot. Ricky Bobby scores! As Yeboah was a little too far off the line. And Ricky Bobby takes advantage and sneaks it in. And it is 2-0 Hollywood. Yep, Ricky Bobby just gets past, dives in a lot. The floor keeps him on side. There's nothing you can do about that. Heretic takes it out to Jarrah, over to Possible. Takes it across midfield. Possible going for the cross. It's saved by Yeboah. We have Ruma heading it out, but picked up by Liang Kwai. Headed, but no, as it's over the net. Here's Costanza on the throw-in. Tataka over to Putneska. Over to Costanza. Over to Tiki Taka again. George Costanza. Going back over to Valor. Over to Liang Kwai, and that's no. This is the goal. Throw in from Possible, over to Yerechek, over to Putneska. Attempted cross, but cleared out. And that's going to do it. Full time is called. Hollywood wins 2-0 over Inter London. So that's going to put them at 16 points plus 6 goal differential. As Inter London's goal differential falls to -7. You see, dives in a lot, put in a good performance. Yeboah tried to put in a good performance at in goal, but unfortunately had those two sneak past him. The injury to McGurk was a bit unfortunate, but you know, that's how the game goes. Meanwhile, on the Hollywood side, you see Spack Jarrow, man of the match, 8.2 match rating. Hun Possible with the 8.0, and Ricky Bobby with the 8.1 for his goal and efforts. So that's going to take us out of that game. Bring us to our third game of the day, which will be Seoul versus Catalunya. Seoul currently sitting 7th place, 3 points, negative 21 goal differential. Catalunya sitting 5th place, 9 points, positive 4 goal differential. And it sounds like we're going to be getting right into it, maybe. Yes, we are. As Seoul comes out in a 4-3-3. And Catalunya comes out in a 4-3-3. We're getting better at this, I think. You see there is our table now. And this game is off and running. We're already 16 minutes in. Here's Vins on the free kick in the box. Tripped in the box by Paul, but they're saying it was clean. No penalty called. Paul goes forward to Okocha, who gets it over to Doug. And go back to Pork Tenderloin. And go all the way back to Neuer. Over to Aloisi. But no, intercepted. Taken by Muller. Over to Järvinen. Järvinen goes towards the middle for Maple. Okamoto, Dogwood Maple fires! But that's going to be a goal kick. Remember, Dogwood Maple, one of 3 players tied for the Golden Boot race with Kaido and Rise. Kaido did not play today. I don't believe Rise scored. I don't remember. Could be wrong, but here's Järvinen over to Mueller. Ooh, good block. Oh, saved by Neuer, but recovered by Catalunya. And it's intercepted by Seoul. So here's Ryan on the throw into Aloisi. Baraka Aloisi, also one of the leaders in fouls against, being fouled 9 times so far this year. Neuer picks up the ball as Maple stares him down. Here's Mueller going deep for Dogwood Maple again. Dogwood Maple looking to maybe get that lead. But no, passes over to Mueller. That's going to be tipped over. And we're going to have a corner kick. Be taken by Vins. And they find Juliusson, who just heads it into orbit. Now, not a lot happening here. We're already in the 39th minute. Here's Mann going over to Kennedy to Ryan. Ryan going back to Mertz, to Mann, back to Mertz again. They're going to go all the way back to Neuer. And that's a shot by Okamoto from 30 yards out. It's going to be tipped over. And here's Doug off the corner, headed away by Fist, but picked up by Baraka Aloisi. Looking for Mann, but Vins just runs and takes it. And that's going to take us to the half. With a 0-0 draw here. You see that Catalunya is out shooting 7-1. 3 on target to 1, 0.65 XG to 0.06. So we'll see if any substitutions are coming in here for this second half. And we're back. Wesley Staines and Floppy McFlopface coming in for Sherwood and Okamoto on the side of Catalunya. Looks like no changes for Seoul. Good challenge by Rossiter to win possession for Seoul there. Here's Neuer taking it out. Booms it deep across field, looking for Paul. Finds Paul. Paul got past people. Fires, saved by Gunnarsson. First time I've had to say their name today. As Neuer looking to do it again. Neuer booms it out towards midfield. It was headed by Rossiter, but this time Catalunya recovers the header. We go with the Vins to Staines. Staines going deep, looking for Mojo Rising. But Neuer takes the risky play, falls on the ball. If Rising beats Neuer to the ball, that is tragedy. But does not get punished. So you have a little bit of a header battle here. Dogwood Maple kind of just lulls it forward. Going to be picked up by Neuer, cleared out. And here's Wesley Staines. Going across midfield. Taking it up the sideline, going for that back corner. Looking for Rising as it's headed out of play. Good play set up, though. Rising got the head on it, just unfortunately could not convert the goal. Here's the throw-in by Järvinen. They go to Mueller. Over to McFlopface, and he's tripped in the box. And that's going to be a penalty called on Cole Mertz. Here's Dogwood Maple to take the penalty shot. Backs up, winds up, fires, scores! Catalunya 1-0. '60th minute, Catalunya goes up 1-0 on the penalty by Dogwood Maple, who either has just taken the lead or just retied the Golden Boot race. I'm not entirely sure. So here's Vins off the corner. Over to Ryan. Over to Aloisi. But pocket picked, and we're going to Mojo Rising. Mojo Rising goes back to Järvinen. Oh, some more physical altercation outside the box this time as it's cleared out by Hugh Mann. And over the fist to Busquets, to Staines. Järvinen and Mueller working their way around. They go back to Järvinen. Trying to work his way around Ryan. Goes for the cross to Maple. But it's going to be turned aside by Neuer. 65th minute. Here's the corner kick from Vins. It's going to be recovered by McFlopface. And that's another trip. But nothing called. That was a big trip. They're going to say he got the ball first. Here's McFlopface. Fires. Blocked by Tenderloin, who was purely just existing, but existed in the right spot at the right time. Here's Maple going over to Vins. Maple taking it up the sideline to the back line. Just kicks it off of Rossiter's face. That's going to be a corner. To be taken by Vins. Going far post. It's headed, but it's over the crossbar. So here's Rising going to Maple. Over to Staines. McFlopface. Open shot. It's off the post. And that's going to be a goal kick. As Staines just misses. Here's McFlopface fired. But I think it was blocked by his own player. By his own teammate. As There's going to be a corner kick by Vins. It's going to be headed by Rising, but nothing doing there. Maple over to Staines to Vins. Goes back to Staines in the box. Over to Vins again, 86 minute. Staines fires, but nothing. Oh, there we don't go. All right. And that's going to do it. That's going to be full time. Catalunya holds on to a 1-0 victory over Seoul. That's going to put them up to 12 points. A +5 goal differential. Drops Seoul's goal differential down to -22. You see David Dugg, unfortunately, not having the best day. Neuer has a good day. The only goal conceded coming off of that penalty, which was a very, very costly penalty, unfortunately. You see Vins winning player of the match. 8.5 rating. Oh my god. I apologize. I was working on fixing a piece of important medical equipment there at the end. But, alright. So you see 21 shots to 2, 8 on target to 2. 2.61 XG to 0.12. It was quite the dominant showing by Catalunya. The score doesn't completely reflect it. But still, win is a win, no matter how you get them. That's going to close the book on the third game of the day. We go into our final game, which is Buenos Aires versus Athênai. Buenos Aires sitting in third place with 10 points entering the day. Athênai sitting in sixth with 7 points and a +3 goal differential. So you see the difference between third and sixth coming into the day was only 3 points. Buenos Aires 4-4-2. Athênai 4-3-3. There's a live look at our table. A lot of movement that could be happening. Alrighty. You see we are in only the second minute now as we join the game. We have Tali going over of Katarina. We go over the night, looking for Vandersloot, nothing doing. Governo finds Vandersloot though. Takes it inside the box. I see Ligmanen has a yellow already in the second minute. What is the story with that? We have Knight taking it up the sideline, trying to outpace 44. And kind of does. Tali goes for Jeeves over the Gorkov. Gorkov sneaks it in. Lauren Gorkov is on the board. And so is Buenos Aires. 1-0 in the third minute. As you see, Tali gets it over. It's headed to Gorkov. It looks like Gorkov's going to maybe go for a pass back. He's like, yeah, you know what? No, I'll just shoot it. And this is the story all about how Buenos Aires went up 1-0. We're right back into it. Here's Labovic. Labovic went for a cross to 44, but it's intercepted by Knight. Knight goes to Governo. They go back to Guevara. Over to Brux Patron. Guevara goes forward to Gorkov again. They find Torres, who's offside anyway. Ooh, Vandersloot picks the pocket of Ligmanen. And Ligmanen with that yellow can't really do much to contest it or risk being sent off, but there's Edwin Vandersloot off the header. And it's 2-0 Buenos Aires in the 8th minute. Gorkov goes forward to Jeeves. Goes for the cross, the header. Head-to-head competition here with Torres and Vandersloot. And Vandersloot hits it home. Now here's Anderson. Take it out, booms it across the field. We go over to Vandersloot. Bruxpatron. Gorkov fires. Torres, rebound, scores! 3-0. Buenos Aires, excuse me. 3-0 Buenos Aires. 14th minute. Gorkov, great shot. Off of Anderson. Torres with the rebound. Puts it in. And oh dear, we might be in for a runaway. '25th minute. Here's Jeeves on the corner, headed away by Lynn. As we go to Knight. Knight goes back to Jeeves, over to Gorkov. Gorkov goes back to Bruxpatron, over to Tolly. Tolly goes to the back line, in the box, goes back to Knight. It's off of Jaeger to Bruxpatron. It's over the net. That'll be a goal kick. We go to Anderson. Anderson booms it out. Looking for 44, headed away by Katarina. We go over to Jeeves. Jeeves goes for a pass. Labovich blocks it. Labovich, the third in our trio of players tied for fouls against. Also having 9 fouls drawn against him. Oakdown taking it out of the box. Goes over to Knight. Knight goes forward to Vandersloot. Vandersloot to Jeeves, who's wide open on the side. Goes to the cross, headed away by Newport, over to Labovich. Labovich takes it over to Owen 44, going forward to Ligmanin. Ligmanin looking for Fisher, but overshoots over to Katarina. Katarina gets it over to Tolly, over to Gaverno, looking for Edwin Vandersloot, who chips the keeper, and it's in! And it's 4-0! Buenos Aires! Off the chip! Somebody get me some salsa to go with that chip. My goodness. 28th minute. Here's Joker. Never mind. Pocket pick by Tolly. They go over to Knight. Knight to Torres. Back to Knight. Knight goes to Katarina. And Knight goes to Gaverno to Gorkov. Gorkov asks Jeeves, wide open again. The man has his own zip code out there. Here's Tally to Knight, and that's into the crowd. '34th minute, Gorkov to take the corner. Headed away by Lynn. Oh my god, there is someone who has an L name that's supposed to be pronounced with a V, and I can't remember if it's Lynn. I don't think it is. Maybe it is. It's Lynn, I'm sorry. Jeeves looking for Gaverno. Going to be blocked. I'm going to say Vind. No, I don't think it's Vind. Vind doesn't sound right. I feel like it's someone else. Oh dear. I think it's someone in D2. Anywho. If it's Lind, I apologize. Here's Vandersloot going for the hat trick. It's off the post, but then it bounces in. And Edwin Vandersloot has his first half hat trick at 38 minutes as Buenos Aires goes up 5-0. Vandersloot banks it off the corner like he's doing a billiards trick shot. Gorkov picking up a yellow. As Buenos Aires is on the attack again. Jeeves going towards that back corner. Over to Gaverno. Back to Jeeves. No. Intercepted by Labovich. Tried to clear up, but Bruxpatron says no to that. Amotali keeps it in. Goes to... And that's Torres saved by Anderson. These things are happening so fast, it's hard to keep up with who has the ball. But that's going to take us to half. It is 5-0 Buenos Aires at the half. 16 shots to 3, 7 on target to 0, 2.41 XG to 0.16. It has not been easy goings for Athênai this game. Buenos Aires has 62% possession. That's a bit wild. As we'll see if any subs are coming in. Does not look like we had any subs. So here we go. Second half underway. Anderson already having to dive. Oh boy. Ramirez was looking for Labovic. Intercepted by Van der Sloth. Now we have Jeeves. No. Pocket picked by Gintonic. Over to Ramirez. Taking it up the sideline over to Labovic. Labovic going back for Ramirez. Never mind. Intercepted by Gorkov. Never mind. Pocket picked by Ramirez. Over to Gintonic looking for Owen. 44. Fires. Looked like it was off the post. All right. 56th minute. Verno going over to Jeeves. Jeeves going for the cross, looking for Torres or Van der Sloth. Finds Torres. His shot's blocked, but Knight recovers over to Emil Tali. Back to Knight. Lots of people in the box. Here's Jeeves. Fires. Too narrow. There were just a lot of people standing in front of the keeper. And Jeeves just was not able to sneak it in. We have Knight going over to Van der Sloth. Van der Sloth to Jeeves, fires, tries again, it's off the post, but then rebound, Franco Torres, it's in, it's 6-0. Knight finds Van der Sloth, to Jeeves, takes the shot, it's off the post, Anderson had to dive for it, Torres takes the rebound, I believe that's his second rebound goal of the game. And here is Labovic. Oh, down, going to throw himself on it. 63rd minute. They go out to of Katarina. Going forward to Tali. Looking for Van der Sloth. Anderson throws himself on it. It's Labovic. Ooh, challenged by Jeeves, but missed. Labovic for 44! Owen 44 converts and scores! Off the great pass by Labovic. And the lead is cut to 6-1. The missed challenge from Jeeves gives Labovic all the time he needs to set up that pass to 44, who just ricochets it into the goal. Clean sheet ruined. And here's Fisher. Will be handed away by Brooks. Patron. Recovered by Ramirez. Over to Gintonic. Over to Ramirez again. Ramirez to the back line. 44 again! A second for 44. And the lead is now 6-2. There's no way that Athênai makes this happen, is there? Ramirez goes back to Newport, 69th minute. Jeeves picks up the pass off the interception. Takes it into the attacking third. Van der Sloot fires just wide. Here's the corner by D.D. Joker. Joker looking mid. It's 0-44 with another goal. It's a hat trick for 44. 44 gets an entire hat trick in the course of about 10 minutes. As it ricochets a bunch of times. And it's 6-3. 7-minute hat trick. 0-44. Here's Joker on the throw-in. And you know that this is still improbable, but now the Athênai fans are coming alive. Joker going forward to Fischer. Fischer back to Joker. 75th minute. They get it over to Fischer, to Gin Tonic, to Labovic, who goes for the shot, but it's blocked. Wigmanen recovers. They go over to Ramirez. Ramirez trying to sneak around Jeeves. Goes to the back. It's going to be blocked by Jeeves. That's going to be a corner kick. 76th minute. Athênai still with the mountain to climb. But there's Cal Labovic! And that's number 4! It's 6-4! '78th minute. They go over the Labovic. He's going to be snatched out of the air by Oakdale. Rolled out to Guevara. Still a lot of work to do, but still 12 minutes to get it done. Torres with the interception, but no, Jaeger with the interception. They go back to Lynn. They go deep, looking for 44. It's headed away by Of Katarina. They go over to Amotali. Amotali looking for Torres. Torres, it's blocked by Anderson. That's going to be a corner. Jeeves headed away by Newport. Over to Tolly, back to Jeeves. Jeeves taking it towards the box, taken by Anderson. Unfortunately, time's starting to really run out for Athênai. How much stoppage time are we going to have? Torres goes wide. 3 minutes of stoppage time. Athênai needs to work fast. Here's Gin Tonic. Off the free kick. It's off the post and in from Bobby Newport. It's 6-5. Will there be time? Those lines are close. Will there be time for one more chance? Can Athênai get one more chance? No, they don't. Buenos Aires survives and wins 6-5. Oh heavens, what a game. I am absolutely speechless. What an absolutely valiant effort by Athênai to try to come back. Because it looked for a minute that they were going to They were going to take a very heavy goal differential loss here. My goodness. Well, that's what the table looks like. Everything is where it was at the start of the day. Tokyo still at the top on only goal differential. Buenos Aires won. Catalunya won. So, top 4 teams all won. Bottom 4 teams all lost. So, we're still about where we were. But, oh my God. So, anywho, that's going to do it for me for today. If you stuck around through all 4 games, I highly appreciate it. If you didn't leave early for that Buenos Aires versus Athênai game and you got to watch the absolute insanity that game was, I highly appreciate it. But this is so much fun for me to do. And I really appreciate that you all just sit here and listen to me talk about soccer for an hour. So, thank you very much. I hope you all have a fantastic night. And we'll see you next time at the SSL. Good night.